Frankfurt's a really important market for us. It's an event that we've seen grow considerably over the last few years. Frankfurt's a real commerce capital in Germany, incredibly well connected. But there's also a lot of tech around Frankfurt as well. So whether it's the data center growth that we see around the area or the financial services driven technological developments and innovation in the market, it's a really thriving tech hub, which makes it a great place to run an event like this. So as a company, we serve B2B communities, and the tech B2B community is a fantastic community to serve. It's very thriving, so we look for markets which are very dynamic. They have a lot of innovation, they have a lot of new vendors coming into the market. And so an event like this, not only are there people buying and selling, but actually peers are networking with each other, they're meeting new companies. And in the tech market, there's a need to do that every single year, more than every single year. And so for that reason, it makes an event like this really, really important, and doubly so to meet in person. And you see a lot of people at this event who are meeting for the first time, and of course, post-COVID, maybe for the first time after a couple of years, and there's a lot to catch up on. So I think activity online is incredibly efficient, and you can deliver a lot of learnings, but actually you see the quality of conversations that can be held on a show floor like this can progress a conversation quicker than would take months and months online. So I think the art of face-to-face is that personal human connection. It's the ability for exhibitors and buyers to really vet each other in a way within a couple of hours that would take actually months of conversations online, and that's really, really important. I think in an event like this as well, you also get an incredible feeling of serendipity. So conversations that people never even knew they would have today happen, and that you can't replicate online. So there's a number of unique things around face-to-face, which means we're seeing post-COVID these events as strong as they were before COVID as well. It's really simple. You can do here today with people what would take months online. That connection you can get within a couple of hours here is something that takes a very long time to foster on digital means. So for us, clearly we have been quite humbled as an industry from the last couple of years, which have been difficult. So we are really pleased to see these green shoots, very strong green shoots actually, in markets like this. This show is almost 1.5 times the size of the pre-COVID edition. I think that talks to the strength of feeling of businesses to come back to face-to-face events. So we're of course cautious about the outlook, but we're incredibly pleased by what we're seeing here today, and that makes a great thing for our business. Well, I think for European companies right now, I think we're seeing a flight to safety, so of trusted partners. We're seeing people take more cautious decisions, which mean actually they want to have much more in-depth conversations around the relationships they're going to build. So again, an event like this is fantastic in a more cautious market to really develop those relationships.